Hey guys, today I am here recording an unboxing video of a lightsaber from Saber.com. Now, I'm not going to show this side of the package until I get out this manual first because it does have some personal information on it. So let me quickly remove that. Okay, now that I've removed that, as you can see, I have covered up the address and other personal information on the actual box so I can open it. As you can see, security checked, so this came from out of the US, from Hong Kong. So, yeah. So, without any more waiting, let's just jump right in. So, I have a bit of a high camera angle on my tripod, so most of this I'm going to be standing because this thing is a bit tall, in case you hadn't noticed. So, sorry about the background noise. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just the world being the world. You can hear birds and cars. And there's not really any way to get around that, so sorry about that. I know it can be a bit annoying. Whoopsie, bumped the camera with my skizzers. This is a bit awkward to open on camera. Okay, now there's just one last strip of tape. Keep on hitting the tripod. I am very good at this. Hopefully this is in frame. There. Okay, now that the tape has been removed, I shall open the box. My head is probably in shot, so I'll have to cut it out. So, here's the box. Now, this is not my first experience with Saber, but it's my first experience like this. So, I do already have a Wrath Bearer lightsaber, but I got another one, and I'll show you why in a little. So I bought this separate piece. Hopefully the camera wants to focus. Maybe. And I'll show you what this is for in a little. Let me just move it off to the side. So, if I pick this up, right here is a little, see if I can get this together. I believe this is the correct way to put it together. This is a little lightsaber stand to set your lightsaber on. Very pretty. Here is the charger, the extra screws, and the instructions, and I'll show those in a little later. And then here is another stand. Now, the reason why I got two is because, number one, when I got this, let's see if it'll focus, maybe. The reason why I got two stands, which I'll show you later, and I'll explain the actual, the reason why I wanted to get two, but basically one of these was free because as of when I ordered this, now, as of recording, sadly the sale is over, but when I ordered it, the May 4th sale was going on, and all of the lightsabers came with a free stand So I bought one, and I also got one, and I'll show you why I got two in a little, and you can probably already guess, because I kind of revealed it. But those of you who are paying attention will notice something else too. So here's the PVC lightsaber. The last one I got was packaged in nothing like this. As you can see right here, there's a little rubber ending. And this right here is the tube cap. Now, the tube cap thing, I believe it's a custom piece that they make, I don't know. But basically it's shiny there. Hopefully the reflection of stuff won't show up, but whatever. Basically it's shiny there, clear here, and clear there. So when you screw it in, I'm gonna screw it in slowly so it doesn't squeak. So when you screw it in, when you connect this to the lightsaber and turn the lightsaber on, when it glows, as you saw there was a little clear tube, that had some like fiber optic-ness in it, so it allows the light to travel through the whole thing. The shininess allows the light to bounce back, and the little hole makes it so that way light still goes through to make that shiny. I don't know why that's there. That's just a tube. But right here is the main exciting part. The hilt of the saber. I didn't want to open it by tearing it, but I have to. This is the onasaber.com Wrathbearer. Right here's the button. As you can see right here is where the light shines through. Hopefully that's in focus. There we go. Right here, a little stuck. This unscrews, so you can take off the pommel, which has holes, because that's where the speaker is. This is a little like bulb speaker that like vibrates to make sounds. So yeah. So there's that. So this is the main hilt. And then if I grab the blade and take this off, as you can see down in there, once again, there's the thing. So then you have this. I'm gonna move this aside. Sorry if I start talking quietly and not noticing. Now, next up, I will put the blade in a second, but I need to open this first because you got the instructions, you got the charger, but this is the part that really matters because these are the screws, which are extremely important. You know, the screws are important. I don't need this box here anymore. I don't know why I didn't move it. Boop. So I'm gonna quickly screw this bad boy together. So right here's where the frame is. Can't let my identity be revealed. So I'm just gonna have a little marker by doing that so I know where my head can be. So what you wanna do is you wanna obviously take your blade, put it there, grab this, carefully pop them out, drop that in. So, the screws that you need for the blade are these two. Come on, focus. There are a couple different screws, which I'll show. But basically, let me find my marker again. There it is. Okay. There's focusing. So, it's a bit hard to get this in shot. So, this could be annoying. So you can see the screws on there. So, take your screw. Right here is where you screw it in. But this isn't really magnetic, so it's a bit annoying to start. But luckily, it seems that I got it. Once again, sorry if there's any background noise. And that feels about tight enough. So, that should be good for that side. And then you flip it over, and then there's another screw hole. So you want to pop your screw on your little Allen key / Allen wrench thing. And while I'm doing this is a bit boring, so I might speed it up in editing. I don't know. But for those of you who are a little bored, what you guys can do right now, instead of being bored and watching the boring part, is scroll down to the bottom of the video, drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to see more. Because we, on the channel, are thinking about posting some more Star Wars content. And Keegan, for those of you who are new here, is one of the other members of the channel. See, that looks about almost screwed in enough. He is also getting a lightsaber. So, this either may be part of the same video, or it may be a separate video, I don't know. One sec. Sorry for taking this out of frame, but... So, as you can see, it now has both of the screws in, and there are still some more screws. These 3 are extras. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. These are some extras that go here, here, and here. They're all matching screws, and I also have an extra for each of those spots. So it's nice that this lightsaber comes with extra screws in case you lose any, and it comes with the proper Allen key, so you have the proper tools to use it. So that's very nice. And it also comes with instructions, which I will show later in the video. And by later, I mean soon. But let's test out this stand. I think it's made for not having the blade in. Yeah, you're kind of not supposed to really have the blade in when you put the lightsaber on the stand, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, this is my old Wrath Bearer. And by old, I mean like a month old. As you can see, there's a scratch here. Some paint has like chipped and gotten kind of messed up. And let's see if I can find it. Right here is a scratch. Right there. But this thing seem to be really durable. Cause the reason why it has those scratches and paint chips is cause it got dropped on the concrete a few times. Not by me, might I add, it was by my friend. So yeah, and by my friend I mean But let's turn this bad boy on. Wait a minute. This is different than my last one. It has a blue button. This is different. This button feels nicer. Let's change the sound fonts.
That lightsaber was Luke's.
So this is Anakin's. Oh yeah, this also comes off right here. you can take that off, but I'm curious. This speaker is different than the last time. They changed stuff. Okay. So let me get this turned off. This is my old raspberry. Ow. I just stepped on something. So here's my old raspberry. And as you can see, well, you can't really see it, but hopefully if it focuses there. See, there is the speaker, and it's like this bubble thing. Hear that? Yeah. It's like a bubble, and that bubble vibrates. So the bubble vibrates compared to this one, where it's like more of a normal speaker. I'm trying to get it to where you can see. I don't know if you can see, but that's a normal speaker. And this button is different. Like, the button press is different. It feels different. But it's still the same product. So they, like, upgraded it, but they didn't tell anyone that they upgraded it. It doesn't say it on the website or anything. It's just upgraded.
High volume.
So this is the high volume.
Mute.
That's mute.
Low volume.
That's low volume.
High volume.
Back to high volume. Yeah, so that's the same.
Mute.
And just like before, every second, so this lightsaber changes stuff. Its commands are all based on this button. So when the lightsaber doesn't have the thing turned on, and you hold it for a second, every second the light flashes, by the way. So
Volume.
if you let go, that's how you toggle the volume. And if you hold it for 2 seconds,
Solo.
it changes the sound font. So that here's Ben Solo. When it's on, if you tap it once, it goes like that. And if you hold it for a second, and then let go, and then tap it, it does a lock-up epilepsy warning, by the way. And then tap that, and then it stops. So yeah. I'll show all the sound fonts in a little.
High volume.
But I'm a little curious about something.
Low volume.
You have something I want.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is supposed to be the Darksaber. This is like on my last one. This is supposed to be the Darksaber, but it's really Darth Sidious. And if I turn this off, you have to hold it for 4 seconds to turn it off. And then if I go... That's the Darth Sidious laugh, so if I turn it on... As you can hear, this is the Darth Saber. This is the Darksaber. So they got the two things switched. But I don't really care because, you know, I understand. It just might be a little confusing at first. So there are 6 sound fonts. There's Luke, Anakin, Darksaber, Darth Sidious, Ben Solo, and Kylo Ren. So yeah, but there are also different colors. If you hold the button for 2 seconds and tap it while it's on, there is red, blue, white, light blue, this like seafoam greeny thing, this bright green. You can't really tell on camera the colors. It's sorry, but this is like a pink, this is yellow, darker green, orange, Mace Windu purple, light blue, and this light blue is my favorite. The camera doesn't do justice for it. It looks really nice, but if I compare this to my old Raspberry, let me turn it on. As you can see, the button's white. So they upgraded the speaker, how the button feels, and changed the button color on this one, but they didn't really tell anyone, so this one's different. This is the old version of it. So that's pretty cool. I still kind of wish that they told people though, because that would have been cool to know. But if you hold it for 10 seconds, it'll say, the resistance is dead, the war is over, and it'll fully shut down and all that. But, let me quickly just turn this off. I'm gonna switch to Anakin. No. My personal favorites are Ben Solo, Anakin, and Luke. So let me switch to,
That lightsaber was Luke's.
let's go with Anakin. And then on this one, let's go with Anakin.
High volume.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
Eat.
I meant to turn on the volume. When you click it once, it turns it on, but if you hold it for a second,
High volume.
it toggles the volume, so it's
I am a Jedi.
it's close. So
like
here's
my
Luke.
father before me.
Boop, boop.
That lightsaber was Luke's.
Okay, so this, I said I'd come back to that. If I pop this off, some of you may know where this is going. I will say, this feels a bit looser than the actual pommel. Like, more, like, a little bit lower quality. And it's not wanting to screw on. That's weird. Yeah, on this one it screws on fine. Did they change the threading? If they changed the threading, I think they did. No. No way. They did. Why would they do that? Now the connector doesn't... It... What? Okay, so they updated this. Now, when charging this one, the light has like a breathing effect. The threading is different. What? Why would they do that? No way. That's so dumb. Because on this one, it fits perfectly. So, what it's supposed to do is make a double saber by screwing these two in together. But it doesn't work with the new one. And they didn't change the thing. No. It's extremely loose. I can just like go like that. But with this one, you can't. You actually have to screw it on. Because it's made for the old one, but they changed it on the new one. That's so stupid. What? Well, this is useless. So, I was ready to give this a high review. Yeah, here's the new pommel. Doesn't go on the old one. Old pommel. Doesn't go on the new one. That's so dumb. So, I was ready to give this super great review. And by the way, the reason why I got 2 of the stands was so that way if I made it a double and they were connected, it would be like that, you know? Gotta move around the tripod. It would kind of be like that, you know? That probably wasn't in shot, but whatever. So basically, I was super excited to give this a really good review. And then the lightsaber's like color was different. I was like, okay, the speaker's different. And now the connector doesn't work on the new lightsaber. So it's like $14 for a connector. And it's completely useless. The reason why I wanted two was one, so I could battle my friends with the lightsaber, because these are dual-worthy lightsabers. Like, they work for hitting together and stuff. And also so I could make a double saber. So I got this connector, and it doesn't work. I feel like the blade length is different. It is. It is. Do you see this? What? So they upgrade the lightsaber. They don't change the pictures. They leave the pictures as the same. Don't say that they upgraded it. So now the blade is longer, which is like, oh yeah, cool, I guess. But now my old one is shorter. So one, if I wanted to like duel, it's not gonna be fair. Two, I can't use the connector. And three, even if I could, it would be unbalanced. And four, I'm already used to the weight of this old one, which is shorter, and it already seems really long. But this one's even longer. Like, what? And also, last time it shipped from, like, California, but this time it shipped from, like, Hong Kong. And I used the same website, ownasaber.com. As you can see, I have two pommels here, of which are identical. And this time, I'm freehanding, not using the tripod, because it's just going to make it easier. Sorry if that bugs you a little, that it's not perfectly balanced. I don't have one of those gyroscope sphere thingies to like keep the camera from tipping all around. But I'm really excited, and I'm out of breath because I've been running around the house, moving around to find a good spot to record on the carpet with good enough lighting. But these pommels are identical, as you can see. Neither of them have any scratches or scrapes, and that is because I emailed Saber about how my new lightsaber is different to my old one and I can't get a double saber, and they were kind enough to respond and email back, and they sent me one of the new type for free, so that way I could make the double saber that I'd paid to get. And it was really kind of them. I had a really good experience ordering from them both times, and it was really easy to email them and talk to them about what had happened. And I am happy that they sent it to me. And there was one thing, but I fixed it. It was an easy fix. This is my old style lightsaber, the old hilt, but it has the newer, longer blade, and they said that they accidentally sent me a new one that they were switching over to when I emailed them, which is why that happened. But that's the new blade, but the old hilt, because here is my new double saber, but it came with the old shorter blade, and the blades are identical other than length. They're made out of the same things and all that. The only difference is the other one is a tiny bit longer. So it was a really easy fix because all I did was, I think this is the new one. I just took the blade out of that one, put it into that, and so I basically swapped the blades. So now I have two of the shorter blades and one of the longer ones, and it made it easier to maneuver. So I'm actually glad that that happened, because a double saber that's like a foot longer, if it's the new version, because each blade is about half a foot longer than the other, than like the older version. So like a foot longer, that's more likely to hit the ground and stuff, and it's harder to maneuver. And like if I were to battle someone, it's more fair for that to be longer anyway. But yeah, so it was a pretty easy fix, and I'm glad that that actually happened. And as you can see, now I have this cool double saber. I'm gonna turn it on. I got both of the same blade colors and the same sound fonts on. So yeah. I'm really happy with it. One thing, let me quickly turn these off before I say it so you can hear me better. As I was saying, one more thing, it did take a while for them to send me the new hilt and blade, like the new saber, because they said that they were still working on making more of the new kind, and they hadn't had the connector yet for the new ones, so they didn't mail it to me until that was done. So that's why it took a while. But overall, I'm really happy with the experience of owning a Saber. I do like the newer lightsabers more because they have better speakers, the buttons are nicer, and because the thing got kind of messed up, they were kind enough to send me this for free. Didn't have to pay for shipping or the product, which was really nice of them. So I give this 10 out of 10 stars, really high quality, and I'm really happy about the whole experience.